Hi guys, it's Angie Bells, my fairy treasures. How you guys doing? All right, let me turn on my iPad here, do a sound check, and say hello to all you beautiful people. Just a second. All righty, there I am.
Well, it's finally going into the Kmart building.
All right, sound check is working. All righty, let's throw some beads out here, what we're going to be working on today, and then I'll say hi to everybody. So that's what we're going to be working on today, all these beautiful beads. I'm excited. And we'll talk about them in just a second. Let me welcome people in here. Hey, Margie's Crafty Corner, sweetie. Welcome in. Welcome in. You know, let me grab my tickets real quick so we can celebrate Margie. Let me grab my tickets. All right. Got my tickets. Thank you, sweet Margie. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, sweetie. Let's write Margie's name down here. So today, you guys, we're going to have fun. We are going to be making paper beads. I've been watching paper bead tutorials all week just to kind of freshen up some of the bead knowledge I had, but just to expand it. And I got some really good ideas of ways to cut the paper beads into those like kind of triangular long things. An easy way of doing it, because that can be like the hardest part, but it's easy the way I found out on this one video. Okay, Margie, there you go, sweetie. Thank you so much. Let's celebrate Margie. Oops, where are we at? There we go. Woohoo! Thank you, Margie. Thank you so much, sweetie. Okay, who else do we got in here? Hey, Elizabeth, welcome in. She says, hello, stunning Angie. Hello, everyone in the chat. Thank you, Elizabeth. Welcome in, sweetie. Hey, Missy, welcome in. Elizabeth's talking to everybody. There we go. Oops, that chat just jumped. Hey, Heather's Yarn Life, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Aisha's Handmade, welcome in, sweetie. Hey, Snowbird, welcome in. Hey, Tank, I love to crochet, welcome in. Oh, listen to Tank, I love to crochet. She says, I've already got 30 beads already drying. Girl, you beat me. This is all I have right now. These, plus a few more that I really finished off. But, well, I shouldn't say, I was looking at a lot of bead videos, but I didn't get to my bead making until yesterday. Because before that, I was making flowers and stuff like that, preparing for my other tutorial and doing mixed media and knitting, you know, doing too much like always, but having fun. So that's what matters. Hey, Maribel's Hooked, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Dark Sky, sweetie, welcome in. Oh, we'll have to watch that. You guys, everybody watch. Margie just uploaded her updated crafting tour. Hey, Rita Pacheco, welcome in, sweetie. Hey, Unique Amazing Stripes, welcome in. Bronx Girl, welcome in. All right, who else do we got in here? I think we got everybody so far. Okay. Yeah, we did. Okay, good. We got through that pretty quick. And the only reason I wanted to get through it as quick as I could is so we can get to the bead making. And then as people come in, we'll explain things. Hey, Nana Michelle, welcome in. She says, hi from Olivia and myself, as well as Edna. Will be listening and crocheting as usual. Olivia is swinging on her gymnastic thing in her room watching YTATM. Oh, cool. Very good. Welcome in, Nana Michelle and family. Okay. Let me put the tickets over here. And let me show you what I've done so far with my bead making. So far. Move some things aside. What I'll do is I'll show you what I've done so far, and then I did a video early this morning. Hopefully a lot of you guys saw it. And just to give you guys just more of the what you need to make the beads. I know we listed it off last week, and then we listed off again, especially Tank did for us. Thank you, Tank, on Friday. But I thought, you know what, I actually dreamed about this video last night. In my dreams, I woke up and I said, you know what, you need to make a video and just give a list of materials. So I was dreaming about this in my sleep. So this morning I woke up and made the video. I should have made the video probably a few days ago, but it just hit me in my sleep last night. Okay, so why I have this styrofoam is this is a great little thing to have. Get this at Dollar Tree because that's the cheapest place to buy styrofoam. It's a good place to paint your beads and to dry your beads. So this one right here is the one where I painted my beads, okay? And I painted them just like this. I put a clear coat. And the clear coat I used was just clear nail polish. And you can use all kinds of things to put a clear coat, a shine on your beads. But I had seen a video who was doing this, and this is working out good. It's from Dollar Tree. They're super dry. I actually use this on my nails. It dries my nails really quick, so it dries on the beads, and it dries really nice and hard. So I just put my beads on here like this, and then I just paint them like this with the nail polish, the clear nail polish, and it puts a nice glaze on them and makes them really nice and hard. Okay, and then that's a little bead right there that I'm really concerned about. These are all the ones that I made this morning and yesterday, and they were drying. So I'm letting them dry. So you can use this to let your beads dry, or you can use them to let them dry and also to put your little shiny lacquer finish on them. So let me show you these ones, the ones that I have finished really quickly. And I can take them off of here. All right. I just learned this technique, I think this morning or yesterday. Look how cool this bead looks. It looks so like, she calls them vintagey, kind of rustic, kind of ethnic. Isn't that cool? I love it. And I use a stamp at the end of the paper, of the little strip of paper. So I'll show you how I did this. There's some steps, but it's super easy. We'll do this one first because I love this bead. This is my favorite one. And these beads will really go, this is kind of the same. These will really go with my whole grungy, vintagey, old world look. Also, you guys, what do you guys think about making these beads and then turning some of them into stitch markers? So we can turn this into crochet and knitting things. How cool would that be? To make up a bunch of these and then turn some into stitch markers. This one is made out of music note paper, and I distressed it a little bit with some Tim Holtz distressing ink. This one is kind of cool. I just see this recently. This is, I made the bead with oh, and these beads right here, the ones that look kind of grungy, these are made with just coffee, stained coffee paper that's wrinkled up. This right here was made with my jelly prints. And then I took some, where is it? Here it is. I took some metallic flakes and put those over it. Look how cool that looks. I think it looks pretty cool. I think that turned out pretty cool. Okay, so these are all done. And then these are done too. I'm going to show you something else. Okay, now these ones are done from my jelly prints. Okay, well, what's cool is I made the barrel big enough that I was able to take some of the, what do you call these? I always forget the name of these. Grommets? I think they're grommets. I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay, one of them is underneath my fingernail. Okay, there we go. And if I have the name wrong, somebody will correct me. Okay, so there's the bead, which I think came out really cool. That's just my my jelly print paper prints that I make. And then on the ends, I use nail glue and put those in there, the little grommets. Doesn't that really finish off the bead nice? And that's what when I'm talking about the grommets, these things. So if you make the hole big enough, you'll be able to get your grommets in it. Now there's different grommets, different sizes. So you have to kind of match up what you use to wrap your bead around to fit the grommet. So I figured out with what I have that these grommets could fit in there. Okay. Here's another one made with my jelly print paper. And then I put one of those little grommets in there. Wait, there's not a grommet on this side. I didn't put one in on that side. There it is. Because I left the grommet off this side so I can actually show you guys how to put the grommets in. It's super easy. And then here's another one made out of my jelly prints. Yeah. And then the grommets are in there. It just really finishes them off. Now, if you don't have grommets, you can also use a gold pin on the ends, on the edges, and that kind of gives a nice finish too. So we'll go over that also. Okay. And then these right here are ones that that need to be that I need to clear coat still. So I thought we could clear coat these together. Let me show you. The first 3 or 4, the first bit of these are the ones I've already shown you, just repeats of those same ones. So I want to show you something else, and then we'll get started. The heck? These were also made out of my jelly prints, and I think they're kind of cool because they look kind of like turquoise beads because the paper was turquoise. I think those turned out pretty cool. So we have to put a clear coat on those, and we'll clear coat those together and put on some grommets on the ends. So get yourself, definitely get these skewers for drying and for glazing your beads, and then also this to hold your beads and your barbecue skewers. Now, also, hopefully you guys either had these or you have them at your house or you bought some already. The barbecue skewers you can use to roll your beads. You can roll them on the barbecue skewers. You can roll them on toothpicks. Now, rolling them on toothpicks is not that, it's not super hard, but it's not as easy because this is finicky because it's smaller. So hopefully you guys got at least a barbecue skewer. But if you don't, or if you want the orifice to be a lot smaller, which means the hole in your bead, then use the toothpicks. Okay, now what I have, which if you like, after today, if you've never made beads and you're liking it, this is what I would invest in, and it's not expensive. I think I got these from Amazon, no more than 10 bucks. I don't even think it cost me $10. They're bead rollers. Okay. Look how fat. This is so cool. This makes your life so much easier. So I'm going to be using this bead roller. I'll make one or two with the skewer just so you can see that. But this bead roller, oh, it makes everything so much easier. And this is the size. My biggest, this part here, the biggest one, it makes the hole big enough for those grommets to go into. Okay. This is if you want that orifice, the hole to be really small. Then it goes to that one. And then it goes to this one. And this determines the size of the hole in the middle, okay? When you make them kind of larger, the holes in the middle, I saw this lady, she strung her beads to make a necklace on a cord. And in between that, she put gold spacer beads, and it looked gorgeous. And she made that out of these beads, and it was beautiful. Out of these ones. It was beautiful. It looked like wooden beads, like a wooden bead necklace. It was beautiful. Okay, so we have that. Now, another thing you're going to need is either a clear ruler or a metal ruler, okay? When you're going, either one, you can rip your papers into strips with either one. But when we go to make the little triangular piece of the bead, which is going to make more sense when we get there, it's nice to have the clear ruler for that. But if you don't have it, that's fine. Just as long as you have either one of these rulers, okay? But when you're ripping your strips, they both rip strips fine, but the metal one really rips them nice. And you can get the metal rulers at Dollar Tree. And I mentioned all this morning in that video. These are all my strips that I have went ahead and cut. And I'll show you how to cut these. When you cut them, you're going to end up with, let me show you, you're going to end up with two different sizes. You're going to end up with one like this that has a nice square tip on the end, and then another one like this with that point on the end. And so I did a bunch of those already. If you can, I ask you to look through all your markers or paint pens for the metallic ones. This is a silver, a gold, a rose gold, another gold, a brown pen, brown marker, another gold, another brown, and another antique gold. Okay, that's to finish off the edges. So you don't have to have those grommets. You could just finish them off with a marker, okay? And it makes it look kind of like metal. We need a pencil, okay? Some clear nail polish. You don't have to coat your beads with a clear varnish today, but just to let you know, that's what I've been putting on mine. But there's lots of different things you can clear your beads with, okay? I just decided to do this. I'm also going to try this. I have this gloss gel medium. I'm probably going to try to use this sometime too by Liquitex. I have lots of things in here that I could use, but that's what I'm doing right now. Also, some super glue that you get in the hardware section at Dollar Tree. This is great to glue those grommets in on the ends. That's what I use. And then it doesn't matter which one it is, but like some different shades of brown for what we're doing today of ink pads. Okay, if you only have one, that's fine. If you don't have any of these, you're a kind of a dark brown marker or paint pen would be good. Okay, so I'm trying to give you as much choices as possible with all of that. And I think I got all, oh, stamps. You know those stamps that you feel like you never know what to do with them because they're so darn small? Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Like that small. Okay? Just all your really, really small stamps that you're always like, what am I going to do with these? I'm going to show you what to do with them. So, these are the ones that you always think, and I would take all your little small stamps, put them in some type of plastic bag or something, because you can lose them real quick. But I'm going to show you what to do with those. Also, these aren't small, but I can use just this one little area to stamp with on these. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's all of the stuff we are using today, I believe. Oh, and a pair of scissors. Oh, I know one other thing. If you have it, you don't have to use it, but a paper cutter. Okay, and I'll show you how to use this. You can either use a paper cutter or you can use our ruler or rulers, okay? All right, so let me check the chat one more time before we get started. I'm going to use this white sheet of paper to show you how to cut out these things, okay? And every time you cut one out, you get two of them. But I want to show you how to do this. So on a white sheet of paper, because it's going to be easier than doing it on my jelly prints or coffee dyed paper or any of that. Okay, let me just check the chat again before we get started. And remember, if you have anything you want me to see, put it in caps. About every 15 minutes, I check the chat. So don't worry, if you have a question, I will get back to it because I'll check the chat every 15 minutes. The last 10 or 15 minutes of the live, we will do a giveaway. Okay? All right, let me see who just popped in here. Hey, C Rose, welcome in, sweetie. C Rose says, anything really make jewelry or make dangles? Yes. Oh, Dark Sky, you are the bomb, girl. You are the bomb. Thank you so much. Dark Sky just wrote all the supplies in the chat. Oh, and she just reminded me of something. It's sitting right here, upside down. Glue. I'm sure somebody's like, how are you gonna glue these together, Angela? I'm using Eileen's Tacky. Any school glue, Eileen's Tacky, even a glue stick. But I think school glue or Eileen's Tacky would be better. Okay. Let me just look at Dark Sky's list here to make sure that I got everything. Yeah. All right. Oh, I didn't go over that. Okay, I'm going to go over Dark Sky's little list here. I didn't go over the paper. Duh. Get it together, Angela. Get it together. All right. Your papers. You can use anything. You can use magazines. Well, not anything. You want to use paper that's like a magazine thickness or like a printer paper thickness. So you go through a magazine, rip out a bunch of pages. You can use book pages. Here's some more book pages. These are my jelly prints that I'm been using. These are more of my jelly prints. These are my jelly print printables. More printables. Printables. These are all jelly print printables. These are some alcohol inks papers that I did. So all these are good for to make these beads. Also, magazines. Okay. Also, I'm going to show you something that you take. Coffee dyed paper, and that's how we're gonna make our first bead, is add this coffee dyed paper. This is gonna be a really fun, cool technique. So I'm gonna show you that. All right, let me finish going through the chat here. Thank you, Dark Sky, for and that's the word too. Thank you, Dark Sky, again. Eyelets. That's what these are. These things right here, they're called eyelets, not grommets. At least that's what I really know them by, is eyelets. These things, they're eyelets. Thank you, girl. Okay. Hey, Crafty Corner, welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, Sophia, welcome in. Oh yeah, I love that. Mitzi said she's also used gift wrap paper. Perfect, girl. I love it. Love it. And Aisha, thank you so much for linking my Etsy shop. The papers I just showed you, the ones I said were printables, those you get 5 for $2.50 in my Etsy shop. You can check those out if you like. Okay. The Crafty Corner says, so fun. Thanks for bringing back some inspo, Angie. You're welcome, sweetie. Elizabeth says, Angie, I don't get it. Elizabeth, it's all going to be very clear soon. I swear. I'm going to break it all down. We're going to break it all down. Okay, Tank says, I sent you a link to a bead roller. Awesome. Oh, the Crafty Corner says they also sell good in my experience, other than just using them in crafting. Oh, okay. You know what? You're right. I did see a girl on Etsy who sells her beads. Okay. Yeah, Tank said for bracelets, you can use them for bracelets, making necklaces, or stitch markers. And this girl that made the necklace that was made out of the beads that we're going to make out of the coffee stain paper. Oh, that necklace was gorgeous. Yes, you can use them as dangles on your junk journals. You can use them. You can make charms out of them. We can make stitch markers out of them. Whatever you do with regular beads, you can do so much cool stuff. Rita says, OMG, Angie, you are bringing back memories now. I do remember making these a long, long time ago. I know, don't you? Tank is the one who got us going on this last week. Thank you, Tank. Hey, Margaret G, welcome in. Okay, Crafty Corner says she uses Mod Podge on mine, and I also use Quilling Creations glue for paper quilling. Diamond Glaze works. There's so many good sealers. Exactly. And you know what? I used to have Diamond Glaze, and I had another one too that works really good, but I don't have any more of those. So Oh, I'll show you another one that I thought was really good. Was I saw someone use this, the ultra thick embossing powder. I haven't done it yet, but I want to. So you'll take your bead into the embossing pad. It's a pad full of like embossing sticky stuff, gluey, and you put your bead in that, and then you take the embossing powder, spread that all over it, and then use your heat gun on it, and it'll probably put a real nice clear coating on it, nice clear varnish on it. Okay, Angie, I don't understand how you make the beads hard. How you make the beads hard is, for one, you're winding all this paper together, and you're going to see it in a second. And then when you glaze them, it makes them hard. Now, the nail polish, it makes them hard, but not as hard as some other things could make them. Like that thickening embossing powder could make them harder even. And somebody just said something. What was that? That diamond glaze. So all those things make them harder and protect them and give them a nice shine. Okay, let me keep going here. I know, Simply Annie. Welcome in, sweetie. She says, be careful. Beading is very addictive. It is, you guys. It's hard to stop making them. No, okay, Bonnie asked about making rolled flowers, but no, I'm making beads. Crafty Corner says she loves making paper beads. Each one is unique. Yes. Okay, and then Dark Sky, you were asking me if you should. Dark Sky, I'm glad you just went and took the initiative and wrote down that list of supplies. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. Okay, I think we got. Thank you, Dark Sky, telling people to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Rita Pacheco. Okay, I think, okay, hopefully. Hey, Dinky Crafts, welcome in, welcome in. And hey, Dayru, welcome in, sweetie, welcome in. Rita said that would be really cool as stitch markers. Wouldn't those make some cool stitch markers? Oh, Aisha made she did a necklace made a necklace choker with paper beads. Awesome. Okay. Oh, Rita said those would look good as buttons too. Oh, you're right. They would look good as buttons. Awesome. Rita said she has most of the stuff. Yeah, most of us have all this stuff in our stash, but there could be a few things here and there that you wanna pick up. Nana Michelle says, beads, you're speaking my language. Love to add them to almost all my crochet items. I forgot about that, girl. You do add a lot of beads. Okay, I think I got through the chat here. Okay, yes, I sure did. Okay, so let me get started. So some people are in the dark. They're like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about making beads out of paper? It makes no sense. But it's going to make sense right now. Okay, let me bring this down as much as I can. First thing I want to show you is how to, now I'm just using, oh, geez. Come on, camera. Let's go. Please don't start going down again like that. Okay. I am trying to think. My brain. Oh, I'm using white paper right now because I want you to be able to see. Now, normally I would use some type of paper with print on it, whether it's magazine or whatever, or my printables. But I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna use a white piece of paper just to show you how to cut the different strips that we need to cut. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna cut 1 inch strips. I cut either 1 inch strips or 3/4 inch strips. Okay. So I'm gonna put these on my paper slicer and cut 1 inch strips. Well, I'll do one 1 inch, and then I'll do one that's 3/4 of an inch. So that's the 1 inch here. Here's the 3/4 inch. Okay. Now, this is the fastest way, as you can see, to make strips. Okay. Putting them on this paper trimmer and cutting these. But if you don't have a paper cutter, don't sweat it, because that's where it's going to come in with our ruler, right? So take our ruler. You can use a plastic or metal, and let's say let's measure. We'll measure here. We'll do 1 inch. So what I like to do, if I had to do these by hand like this, I would measure 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch. Okay, so we know that's an inch from here, that's an inch there, inch there, inch there. And then we can just line up our ruler. And does everything have to be completely exact? Absolutely not. Okay. Okay, so then you can make strips like this. See? Now, if you have a thing like mine, like a mat like this could be good, because you can line your paper up so it can be straighter. Because this one's kind of crooked, but it's fine. That one's better. And then let's do one here. This paper might have been, let's just get rid of this one. This paper might have been already trimmed up kind of wrong. It probably was. Okay. And then see, now you have strips. And those are 1 inch strips. Okay. And that's how you do it without the paper trimmer. Okay. Next thing, take your strip. Let's put these to the side. So this is a 1 inch one. Take your ruler. If you have a clear ruler, use a clear ruler for this. But if not, you can use whatever ruler you have. But it's nice to be able to see through it. So what you want to do is you want to line your ruler up with that corner right up here in the corner. All right, right here. I put a little dot right there. You want to put the edge of your ruler lined up with that, and the other part of your ruler needs to kind of end up in the middle somewhere of this long strip. So it needs to look like that. Okay? Making sure you guys are seeing that. Then take your pencil and run it just like this. See what you end up with? All right, let's do that also to the one that's 3/4 of an inch, so I can show you that one too. So again, you need to line your ruler up right in the corner here. I put a little dot there. Put the edge of your ruler there, and then the rest of your ruler needs to end up somewhere in the middle of this strip, okay? Do you have to be completely exact? No. Now look what you ended up with again, okay? All right, then take your scissors and let's trim this right on the line, okay, that you just made. This is the one that's 3/4 of an inch. All right, so then you end up with a piece like this. Look at that in there and that in there. And then you end up with this strip, okay? So that's one. Now let's do it again. Let's trim this one. Make sure I'm paying attention to the time situation, okay? I also saw somebody do this whole process on that paper cutter. But I know everyone doesn't have paper cutters, so that's why I wanted to kind of do it like this. Okay, so on this one, you ended up with, see the end here? And that kind of square end, and then this pointed end, okay? So we're going to make a bead where we use both strips, and then we're going to make a bead where we only use this strip and not the small one, okay? So that's how you cut your pieces for the beads. Super simple, okay? All right, so we got that. And I wanted to show you with the white paper because that was going to be the easiest way to show you. So that's done. You can also just cut yourself a bunch of strips and make 2 beads too, okay? We're making this shape. We're making this shape. You make those triangles, something like that, okay? But if you want to make 2 beads, you can just cut strips and not cut these into any type of long triangular pointed shapes, okay? All right. Let's put those away. All right, we're gonna make our first bead. I'm gonna show you how to make this strip right here. So you'll end up with this, and you're gonna end up with a smaller piece for this bead. That's what we're gonna go for. But to make this bead that I'm gonna show you, we're only gonna use the fatter one. We're not going to use the small one, okay, on this one. So let me show you how I did those. I took a piece of, okay, this is a piece of, and I've already crinkled it. But this is a piece of coffee dyed paper. So just coffee dye some paper, okay? And then, and I coffee dyed this on the jelly plate, but you can just take a spray bottle. Easy way to coffee dye. Go to Dollar Tree, get the instant coffee from there. Get the spray bottle while you're there. You use 3/4 cup of instant coffee and 1 cup of water. And then use a little bit of alcohol in there, act as a preservative. Shake it up, and because you have the alcohol in there, it's not going to mold. I've had this for probably 5 or 6 months. And then you can spray your paper, let it dry, and you've got coffee dyed paper. Okay, instantly. Okay, so now this is already all done and dry. So crumble it up like this. And I've already crumbled it, but I'm just doing it to show you. Uncrumble it. Now we want to make this look even more aged, right? Because we know me, right? So let's take, I'm going to take this dark brown. So whatever dark brown you have in your ink pads will work. Or whatever color, it doesn't even have to be brown. It's just whatever you want. But this is a really cool looking, vintagey, grungy, cool looking bead. So what this is doing is catching all of those wrinkles, okay? Nana Michelle, this would be really fun to do with your granddaughters. They would probably love it. And if you have a grandson, I'm not sure. I'm sure about the granddaughters. This is sepia, so it's a little bit lighter brown. So I'm just going to throw that in here too, just for a little extra color. So everything is super simple. I haven't done anything that nobody can't do. It's all so simple, so fun, so addicting. Okay, so now we have our paper, right? And that's what this looks like. How cool. Wouldn't this be cool to collage with? You guys know how to do my collages. How cool would that be? Stamp this or put some script on here. Anyway, let me shut up and continue on. Okay, I'm going to turn it to this side to do my, well, first let's slice it up. Let's make some, I'm going to make my slices on my slicer, okay, because it's going to go a lot faster. Now, for this bead, I need to make them 1 inch wide, not 3/4, but 1 inch wide, okay? Would I advise you to get this in your life? Yes. A paper slicer is the bomb. I know a lot of you guys have it, but some people don't. Some people probably never even see the damn thing. They're like, girl, what is that? But this makes your life so much easier. And it's not just for making beads. You can do so much stuff. Once you have a paper slicer like this, you'll use it all the time. Okay, so I'm going to take and put this away. We don't need that right now. We only need one of these. Now, just so you guys can see the line, remember what we did to cut this? I'm going to put a little dot in the corner. You don't have to put this dot in the corner. I'm just doing that so that you guys see what I'm doing. So again, remember, let's line our ruler up with that corner, and then this part needs to end up somewhere in the middle, right? Okay. So now we have this. All right, let me bring this down a little bit as much as I can. So now, I'm trying to get as close as I can so you guys can see. I'm going to do this one more time, but I'm going to use a marker just to make sure you guys are seeing what I'm doing. So look, I ended up with this strip now. It's like that. And the skinnier one. Now for this bead, we're not going to use the skinny one, but we'll save those because we can use those another time. I'm going to do this one more time out of the same paper, but I'm going to use a black marker so you guys can see what I'm doing, just in case it's hard for you to see. Let me find a black marker. Black anything will be good. Marker, whatever. Okay, here we go. This will make a nice thick line. Let me see what I got. That's not thick enough. Boy, this one's thicker. Yeah. All right. Be able to make sure you guys are seeing it. Okay, again, right up here in the corner. That's where you're going to line up. See that? That's where you're going to line up your ruler. And make sure you end up with the other half of the ruler somewhere in the middle of this paper, okay? All right. Now, I didn't end up all the way down here at the bottom. In fact, you know what? Let's just do it again because I really need to end up more. Okay. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. I should have ended up a little bit further. You don't have to end up right at the bottom, but somewhere down there. All right. See how I did this? See this line, the first line? Ignore that. Ignore that first line. Go to the second one. Okay. And then all the way down. See how that looks? Where I put that black dot, you don't have to end up at that black dot, just somewhere towards the bottom. Okay. It just helps you create this shape. Again, see? And then we end up with this and that. Okay, and now we don't need the small one, but we're going to use this one. You know what we're going to do? We're going to trim off just about, see this right here? We're going to trim off just about like that much at the bottom. I want this to be a little bit fatter at the bottom. I want to give myself a little bit more space at the bottom, and I'm going to show you why. You're not trimming off a whole lot, just a little bit, just to get this a little fatter down here. Because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Remember those little stamps I was telling you about? We're going to use those. Here it is. We'll use this one first. This one is really, really, really small. See how small that is? That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to get a black ink pad. Oh, here's another something I didn't tell you about. You need a black ink pad. And it probably should be in black because you really want this to show up. So. All right. Then at the very bottom is where we're going to put this stamp at, right down here at the bottom. Okay. Cool. Cool. So let me show you what I did. So you're going to put the stamp right there at the bottom. Cool. So then what you want to do, turn this over, or yeah, turn it over. Now I'm going to use, on this one, I'm going to use my tool. It has a little, like a little slice in here, and that's where your paper goes in at. Just 1 second. I gotta. Yeah. Okay. I just had to get it in here. So put it in there, slide it in. It slides in easily, and you start rolling towards you. There we go. Just a second. I'm trying to work underneath the camera and not work, you know, I'm not doing it like I normally do. Okay. It's weird when you have to be under the camera instead of bringing it close to you. But anyway, so I'm starting to roll, and you're just rolling, and you roll it towards you. So you start on the, let's say on the bad side. Okay. So your design ends up on the right side. Now, I got some Eileen's Tacky Glue. I'm going to put over here on the side. And after you get a little far away, take some glue and just smear it right on here. And what this does is it keeps your bead from slipping, because it can start slipping out of place. And we don't want it to slip out of place. I'm going to smear a little bit more glue there. And you want to try to keep this, your little tail here in the middle as much as possible. If you get off, that's fine. But you want to try. And then I like to do is take the rest of the glue I have on my hand and kind of just go over the bead like this to kind of make sure that I got everything glued down. Look how cool. Okay, let me get a baby wipe out. And that's another thing. Have a baby wipe or a paper towel that's wet so you can, you know, wipe your hands off in between with the glue situation. And then right at the bottom here, you want to remove it from the very bottom like this. And check it out. Isn't that cool? Oh, you know what? There was a step that I missed. Okay, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to show you the step that I missed. But look how cool that looks. Isn't that neat? But it can look even better than this. Let me show you the step that I skipped by accident. Okay, so I have another one of these that we did, right? The step that I skipped was you need to take some dark brown of some sort, or if you don't have dark brown, you can use a marker and do this. And just to the edge, hit the edge. It seems like it won't make a difference, but it makes a big difference to the design afterwards. So I'm going to show it. We're going to do it again. But look how cool that bead looks. Isn't that neat? I love it. But it's going to even look better because we're going to hit this edge. This brown on the edge, it totally adds to it. You wouldn't think, because you think it's such a small thing, but it adds to it. Sorry, I forgot to do this step. I think this is the bead that I just started making this morning. I think. I've been making beads since yesterday, watching videos and then making beads, so. In between everything else. Okay, so hit all the edges with your dark brown. You can either use your dark brown ink pad or you can use like a dark brown marker. Okay, also we need to just trim off the bottom a little bit so we can have kind of a little bit fatter tip on there. Let's stamp again. This time, let's stamp with this. See this? I'm only going to use like this right here to stamp with. It's Asian, some type of Asian script, which is really cool. Patti Tolley Parrish gave these to me, and I absolutely love it. She doesn't sell them anymore. I wish she did, but they're fabulous. Okay, so we're going to take that, and I'm going to stamp that here at the bottom. Okay, so one of these, see this here, one of these will end up at the bottom. Some of this will end up at the bottom of the bead. And I will check chat after I roll this one up. Okay. And the next bead I roll up, I will use the skewer, the barbecue skewer. Take a little bit of glue. And we're also going to do some glazing. We'll glaze some of the beads too at the end. Just so you can see me doing that part. So just here and there, add some of your glue. Elmer's, Mod Podge, whatever you have. Eileen's Tacky, that's what I'm using. And then I like to throw some more of the Eileen's Tacky because it dries clear. Just right over that, just so it make sure we got a good sealing on it. And I'm going to check the chat here in just a second. See what you guys are chatting about. And then let's take this off of here. Now, check this out. I like this one so much better. See all of the, let me try to get a hold of this the right way. See the brown edges on it? In fact, let me show you the two of them to compare to each other. Now you get to see. Look at the difference. See? That brown edging just makes it look more, just makes it look cooler. So this one here on the right side, I didn't brown up the edges. The one on the left side, I did brown up the edges. See how much better it looks? They're both cool, but I like that better. Love it. All right, so that's these two beads. All right, let me bring my camera up and let's check and see what you guys are chatting about. Put this right here. Oh, bear with my camera. Just a second, guys. Sorry about that. Let me bring this back a little bit. Oh my gosh, did everything go backwards? Oh, it sure did. Come on. There we go. If something can go wrong, it's going to go wrong on a live. Jeez. Just a second, guys. It's going to look crazy for a second. And actually, it's going to look real crazy because I got to take my camera off of this thing. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hopefully this didn't break, or we are in trouble. This should pop back on. All right, why is this not going back on? Just a second. Let me just put this leaf right here so it doesn't look as crazy. All right. What happened is this one thing that holds up my camera popped off. So hopefully I can pop it back on. Hopefully it didn't break. It doesn't look like it broke. It looks like it should go back on. What the heck? Oh my goodness, what is going on? All right, you guys, talk amongst yourselves. Give me a few minutes. I may have to go get my husband because I don't know what the heck is going on. Just try a couple more times here, and if not, hopefully my husband can help me get this back on. I can't get it on. I don't understand why this won't. Does that really do anything? So. I wonder if that makes a difference. All right, you guys, it's going to look crazy for a second again, so just bear with me. All right, that's not working either. What is this? All right. Oh, okay. Maybe this is it. All right, I got it, you guys. Oh my gosh, I almost had a heart attack. I got it. All right. And I also fixed the problem of why that happened. Whew, didn't even know that that was possible. Anyway, all right. Here we go. We're back in business. Sorry about that, you guys. That was crazy. And now, you know how my camera was tilting forward? Well, I just fixed that problem too. All right. There we go. So sorry, guys. Technical difficulties sometimes. And I'm the last person that needs to have technical difficulties because I ain't good at the technical stuff, but I figured it out. All right, let me see what you guys have to say. Hey, Simply Annie B, welcome in. Oh, that's even better. Slice of seal for beads with resin. That would be awesome. You know what, in fact, I have some clear casting resin. I'm going to do that, like you said. I'm going to take some of my beads and do that because that will make them really nice and hard. See, I have some clear casting resin right here. Good idea, girl. I'm going to do that. Yes, thank you, C Rose. C Rose, hooray, Annie, you did it! I know, girl, thank you. It is hooray for me because that ain't easy for me. When it rains, it pours, then the audio has to act up. So let's just fix that while we're at it. At least I know how to fix that. All right, audio's fixed. All right, we're back. I think we're back in business with everything. All right, let me see what else people are saying. Rita, poor Angie. We got it though. We're getting there. Hey, Granny D, welcome in. Granny D says, hey, stuff happens. No worries, except you're in a box with audio now. Does the audio sound good, you guys, now? I think I got it fixed. Hey, Yarn Doll, darn Yarn Doll, how are you doing? Welcome in. No problem. Hey, Deanna, welcome in. Let me see what you guys said about my audio. Okay, audio's good now. Perfect. Audio didn't matter if we didn't have a picture. Okay. Tank said, Angie, you did it. Thank you. All right. All right. I'm just going to keep going up here with the chat, just seeing what you guys are saying. Margaret G says, has anyone ever tried doing this with fabric? You know what? I'm going to be making some boho beads next week. I'm going to use fabric, and I'm going to use straws to make boho beads. Hey, Pamela's World. Welcome in, sweetie. Pamela's like, I hope you get it fixed soon. Deanna says that her glue is MIA, so she's just getting her strips ready. Sounds good. And Deanna, if you want, I mean, if you have a glue stick, you might want to try the glue stick. Yes, Tank says, you're welcome. I love to make them from old catalogs. Recycling is good. Yes, old catalogs is excellent. Like, I really want to cut this up. This came out of a free magazine. It's like the Las Vegas Daily or something like that. I think this could be really cool. So I ripped that one out. Okay. Yes, I did. Thank you, Tank. I did one. I cut one strip 1 inch, and I cut another strip 3/4 of an inch. So that last bead we just made, I cut that one to 1 inch because I wanted that base to be a little wider because I was going to stamp on it. Bonnie's Corner says, okay, these are cool, I think, after seeing these, Tank. Yeah, so the widest end, well, I don't know what it ends up being, but you cut one, I cut a strip 1 inch, and I cut another strip 3/4 of an inch. And the last bead that we just made, I cut that strip 3/4 of an inch originally. I don't know what it ends up after we slice it the second time, but you need, for that last bead, you need a 3/4 inch strip, okay? I mean, not 3/4, I'm sorry. That last bead we made needed to be a 1 inch strip. You want it 1 inch because remember I took the stamp and I stamped the very bottom of the strip. You want there to be a little bit more width there. So that's why I made that strip 1 inch, okay? Okay. Bye, Pinky Crafts, you're welcome. Yes, Crafty Corner says art magazines are great for beads with all the color. Exactly. Oh, that's good. Mincy says she uses Rachel Ray's mag or food magazines for strips. Yeah, that's good. Color is really nice. Oh, Deanna says she pulled out an antique crochet magazine. That sounds cool. Yes, I wanted to do that too. Someone said they cut their strips. Tank says she cuts her strips out of the Mary Maxim and Hirschner's catalogs. Yes, you know what? I've been using my Hirschner's and I've been using my catalogs for glue pages, but I have one in my craft room and I want to cut that up because the ones with all the different yarn skeins of yarn on it, that would be gorgeous. Dayru said it'd be cool to use foil at the tip. Yes, and we're going to make one where we're going to use this. this metallic flakes. Thank you, Dark Sky. She said thumbs up. Yes, the Crafty Corner says these would be cute as dangles on your tools like tweezers. Sure would be cute. Thank you, Rita Pacheco. Thank you, Tank. Tank said stitch markers, necklaces, bracelets. Yes, all kinds of good stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Bonnie, you can roll flowers with that tool. Everyone says that bead tool looks nice. Fine. Yeah, I love that bead tool. Oh, good. Tank's going to post her beads on Facebook right now. Awesome. I'll look at them when you get off. Did you put them in the group, Our Magical Little Place too? Yeah, you guys, if my what happens is sometimes my well, not sometimes, it happens every time. I have to switch between default and speaker on my phone because on my iPad is so close to my phone that I don't know, it messes up the connection somehow. So I have to make switches. So if it happens, just let me know and I'll change it. Oh, that's a good idea. Simply Annie says she uses her circuit machine for cutting. That's another thing. I could use my brother's scan and cut a bunch of strips too. But I did it like this today because not everybody has all this stuff, and then this way you can learn to just do it without the other things. So no problem. Pamela's World says, "Hi Rita, I hoard a lot of paper, so now I know what to do besides pocket letters." Yes, you can make paper beads. Oops. All righty. Rita says she's going to start collecting paper now. I know, you guys, it's so addicting. Bonnie says she's down too many rabbit holes to be starting this. Yes, any copy weight paper is perfect, or magazine weight. Yep, you can use wrapping paper. Hey, Lulu's Treasure Trove, welcome in. Oh, I never even thought about that. Using, I did use embossing powder, the clear embossing powder to put a clear coat on it. But you know what could look cool? Just the different colors of embossing powder could look really cool too. Oh, Crafty Corner says I helped her open up her creative block. Awesome, girl. Oh, Tank has 30 for sale right now. Awesome, girl. Hey, Miss C's Cottage, welcome in, sweetie. Mrs. C says they are surprisingly beautiful when they are finished. Thank you. Crafty Corner says you will be addicted soon, whoever tries. It's relaxing when you get the hang of it. Yes, it's so relaxing, you guys, just sitting there making beads. I was doing it this morning. I'm just like, oh, I just love this. Okay, no problem, Lulu. Thank you for stopping in. Okay. Miss C says, OMG, I taught my middle school art class how to make paper beads in 2003. Isn't that funny? Okay, I think I got everybody's, okay, great. I got everybody's thing in. After the computer mishap and the sound mishap, we're back. We're back. Let me drink some water and let's make some more beads. Let's make some more beads. What's another one I want to do? Okay, the other one I want to do is, let me show you. I'm going to do the one that looks like turquoise, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah. Wait, is this too, wait, that's too fatties. I need a thin one. Okay, remember I told you. Now this one here, it's not, I cut, originally was cut to the 1-inch strip, okay? And remember we make 2 out of 1 strip. So this is the 3/4 inch strip. So I have this piece, and then I have a smaller piece. And we're gonna use, this time we're gonna use both pieces, okay? For this bead. And look how pretty that is. It looks like turquoise, in my opinion. See if I need more light. It's like that rusty turquoise stuff. You know what I like. Okay. And on this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that dark brown and I'm going to hit the edges. It'll give, like I said, it'll give the edges that really cool look. Is it necessary? Do you have to do this? No, but I like it. And also, if you don't have a brown ink pad, you can do this with a brown marker. Just run the brown marker. Just run the brown marker on the edges. And this is what I usually like to do, is hold it like this. I wasn't doing that, but it makes it a lot easier. Just holding it like this. There we go. And then get that edge at the bottom. All right. And the same thing on this one. Okay, turn it around. And like I said, you don't have to do this. It's just some extra things that I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to take the one that has the wider width first. Then we'll use the smaller width, okay? So that's what these look like. Turn it to the white side. Oh, and another thing I learned, which is really good too. If it's white on that other side, so that core doesn't look white, take your dark brown or whatever color brown you have and just go like this, especially up at the top. I don't think you have to do the whole strip. That's what I saw her do. And then it really helps with that core. I don't really think you have to do this one, but let's just do it in case. And it helps with that white core. All right, so I'm going to, oh, remember I was going to use my barbecue skewer this time. Oh, and if you're using a skewer, this is what I found makes it easier. Go like this to get it going for yourself. See? So just take it and just go like that. And that'll help it start wrapping itself around your skewer. It's a little bit more finicky, so just a second. Plus I have nails. So come on, let's go. All right, there we go. All right, come on. I haven't used the skewer as much as I've used my tool. There we go. Got it going. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of glue. Put some glue in there. Now you kind of see why you want the tool. The tool just is so much easier. But is it impossible to do it like this? Nope, it is not. And once you get going, it makes it it's a lot faster after you get going, as you can see. So I'm going to put some more glue down here at the bottom. There we go. So see, I got it done there. And then add some more glue on here right in the middle. And this will be easier this time because you're going to have some glue to attach this to. And we're going to attach our other piece on now, like this. Okay. And this goes right in the middle. See? So right there in the middle. I want to do it towards me or away from me. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll keep going towards me. All right, throw some more glue in here. Keep going. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. If I want to do it this way or this way. All right, never mind. Going this way is working better for me. So go whichever way works better for you. Right now, this is the way that's working better. So this is the way we'll go. And also throw some more glue on here. Sorry, I look a little awkward doing it with the skewer. I just haven't done, I was using my bead roller so much. I've been using the skewer that much. Throw some more glue on there. And then there we go. Bam, we got it. Sorry to make it look a little awkward. Like I said, I just haven't used the skewer as much as I used the bead roller. And let's take this off of here. And then this is what we have. Let's put this on the edge. And you know what, while we're here, I'm going to, on this one, because this one doesn't look as cool as I wanted it to look, because a lot of the brown showed up, not a lot of the turquoise, see? So how we're going to fix that is I'm going to show you. We're going to use some of these metallic flakes. So let's take a little bit of glue and put glue all over this. Just touching it here and there with the glue. Okay. And then let's get a little brush out. We're going to put these flakes on here with the brush. All right, and then let's take some of these little foil pieces. We've got a silver, a copper piece, and then a gold piece too. These things like to stick to everything. Let's see if I'm getting a piece of gold in here. There's some gold flakes. Okay. And if you want gold flakes like this, they sell this at all the craft stores. I've seen it. I bought, no, this right here is Finnabair, but I bought some at Hobby Lobby. So you're just looking like for gold foil. Gold foil flakes is what you want. So first I put just a little bit of the Eileen's Tacky, or if you have Elmer's glue, whatever you have. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on here. Let's use the silver. How pretty this is. This is gorgeous. I'll come up close for you guys to see it. Just a second. Let me just keep working, pouncing this foil on here. Okay, I'll bring it up here too for you guys. Isn't that cool? And then what's even going to make it look even better is when you put the clear, in fact, let's do it right now. Let me get some of these foils back in here. Put a clear coat on here. I'm going to put it on right now because I just want you guys to see it. So let's put some clear nail polish on here. I'll do it right on the stick. And a lot of times what I like to do is line up a bunch of the beads on here and then clear coat them all together. That's what I normally like to do, but I just want you guys to see this because it looks really, really cool with the clear coat on here. Oh, I can't wait to dip some of these into clear resin. That would look cool too. And even add a harder finish even to it, to the bead. So check that out. Cool. I love it. So there's that one. You know what else I want to see? I want to do a music note one. So we'll do a music note one. Let's do a music note one, and then we'll go back to the chat, okay? So we're going to do that same one. This is, again, cut 3/4 of an inch. So we'll use both of these, okay? Both strips. And this is music note paper. And I want to age it a little bit. I don't want it, you guys know me, I don't want this, all this white. So I'm going to use some, oxides. Am I going to use let's not use oxide. Let's use permanent ink. And that way I don't have anything coming off. So let's use some sepia. And we get one of my brushes. I love to use these makeup brushes. I get them from Dollar Tree for my ink pads. They're fabulous. Look how quick you can age something. So I'm not even using my Tim Holtz Distress ink. I'm just using my my ink pad, my brown ink pad. I'm gonna do it on both sides. And then I want to cut up that magazine page that I showed you because I want to see how that's going to look. So we'll cut that up too. But I'm just giving you guys a lot of different ideas, ideas that I've been learning since I have been going down the rabbit hole of making paper beads. And it is a rabbit hole. There is so many videos on paper beads, which I made paper beads. I've done them on and off for the last, 10, 12 years. I just don't do them consistently. but I can see myself, now that I'm back into it, I can see myself making these quite often because I really like it. All right, and I'm also going to, let's just stress it a little bit with a little bit of potting soil too, just a little bit, just to deepen it here and there. You guys know me, I want to grunge it a little bit. I'm so weird. Why do I like grunge, but then I also like pink shabby chic stuff? Those are like two complete opposite things. I don't know. I like them both. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. So we got this pretty grunge up. I just don't want it. I just don't like it being so white. I want it to look more aged. So people are like, shocker. Not really. Okay. All right, you guys saw me struggling with my skewer. I'm going to use my thing. And it doesn't have to be a struggle to use your barbecue skewer. It doesn't have to be a struggle. I just haven't been using it, so that's why it's, you know, a little bit more difficult for me. But if I keep using it, you know, I would perfect my skills with using that skewer. Again, I'm just going to take this dark brown on the edges because I love how that looks. So let's do that real quick here. We'll do that to this one. Sorry, guys, I'm getting quiet. Just focusing a second. There we go. And then this edge here. Okay. Like I said, if you don't have any ink pads, you can use a brown marker. All right, so let's put it in our bead roller here. And I like to put my into my bead roller and then go all the way to this end here. If you do that, it helps you keep your design lined up and in the middle as you're rolling it. Because you put it in that little slot. See, it's that little slot right there. Can you guys see that? That's what makes it easier to be able to start your bead. And because you have this big fat thing here, you're able oh, I got to get my glue. You're able just to jam. I need some more glue. And if I look awkward at all, sorry guys, it's just that I'm working underneath a camera, so, and I'm working not very close to where, you know, to myself. I would probably work a little bit closer in. So if it ever looks a little awkward, that's because, you know, working under a camera, it is a little awkward. Sometimes you hit the camera. Just doing my best, people. Doing my best. Always doing my best. Okay. So we got this. So now we need to add on the second piece, right? I like to usually see where I left off with the seam. Put some glue on top of there. Do the next one. Now we're going to do this. This is the smaller one. So there's two pieces. And on this bead, we're going to use both pieces. Okay. little bit of blue. And you know what's easier when you get to this skinny strip? See how skinny that strip is? Put the glue on the bead. On the bead, because it's too hard to get it on the strip because the strip is really, really thin at the bottom. Okay. Look how cool this looks. Isn't that cool? Hopefully you guys are seeing. I'm gonna actually get my light over here a little bit more. There we go. It's very cool. Just 1 second. You guys disappeared on my screen here. I have to refresh real quick. Let me refresh. There we go. Let me see what you guys are seeing in the monitor. So just a second. I'm going to hold this up for a second so I can see what you guys are seeing. I just want to make sure that you guys can see the beads because there's a little bit of a shadow. Yeah, okay. I wasn't doing that for you guys to keep looking at it. I was doing that for myself to see if, to make sure everything's not too dark. I heard someone say something about it looks a little dark, but it looks nice and light here. Just sometimes when I bring that bead up, it looks a little lighter. I mean, it looks a little darker. I don't know why. Weird. Maybe when I'm sitting here in front of the camera, it throws a shadow, probably. Okay, where is that? Oh, here it is. All right, let's take the bead off. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that. Pretty. I'm just looking at it for myself. Okay, now one other thing we can do. Let's take another skewer to hold on to it. We can take and use our this gold marker right here. Hold on to it like this. And you just hit the edges. And what that does is it makes it look like it has one of those eyelets, those gold eyelets on here. It just gives a little finish to the bead. You can do it with gold, you can do it with black. Do it with silver. Just the edge, the ends. I don't know if you guys can see by hitting the ends what that does. Looks cool. I'm gonna put that on here for it to dry. And we'll clear coat that with a bunch of other ones. Bring my camera up. Should be fine. All right. I want to try something that has a bright color to it. And in about 15 minutes, I can't believe the time situation. In about 15 minutes, we're going to do the giveaway. So let me make one more bead. I'll read the chat, and then we'll do the giveaway. Can you guys believe it's already been 2 hours? Time flies. So what this is another one of my printables from my Etsy shop. It's a it was playing with alcohol inks on UFO paper. And actually, I didn't use UFO paper. I used photograph paper. Because you can use photograph paper instead of UFO paper with this alcohol use. And then I made prints out of it. Is this cool? I should make a cool bead. Oh wait, I need to make strips. And you know what I specifically want to get in the bead? I want to get this blue in here. So let me turn this off right here with that. I want to get that in my bead. Hopefully I can. You know, let's shorten this just a tad bit because I really want this blue to be in my bead. Bead might be a little bit shorter. We'll see. But let's make it at least an inch long or an inch wide. There we go. See, I want to end up with that blue on the bottom. I think that's really cool. Let's make our triangular strips. There we go. This one. I'm going to make two of them because I may use two smaller pieces on this bead if the bead's not fat enough. It'll make more sense what I just said when I get to it. So now we have that skinny, and we have a fatter one. And this I cut into 1-inch strips. 1-inch strips are going to give you a fatter bead. 4-inch strips are going to give you a little bit smaller, not as fat, not as big. Okay, so there we go. That's what we're working with. Okay. Oh, yeah. I like that. Not really good. I haven't checked chat for a while, you guys, so if you have a question for me, put it in caps. If you have something you want me to see or a question, I will be back in the chat when I'm done with this bead, and then we'll probably do the other one. Okay. Also, let's take just for the core, darker core. There we go. This is so that when you look in the center of the bead, you don't see that white. See how fast you can make these beads with this bead roller? Bam! Let me show you this bead. Oh, this looks like so far. Look how cool that looks. I love it. Okay. Just wondering if it seems like there's like this shadow. My room is lit up as anything, but it seems like there's this shadow. Let me see if I open up my window. What that's gonna do. That might make, let me look at my screen, see if my thing better. Aren't the colors cool, Rita? Yeah, I love it. Yes, opening up my window made a difference. Cool. Oh, I'm glad I opened up my window. It got rid of that stupid shadow, which I think was myself. Alright, so then let's add on some glue on here. You know what? Do I want this one? Oh, maybe I do want this one. I did brown on this one too. Okay, let's just try this. Because I want that blue to still be there in the center. What I need to do is stop trying to control things. You can't control everything. Things are going to end up the way they're going to end up. Can't control everything. See that blue that I liked? It's kind of gone. But that's fine. There's still some blue in there. And it's really, really pretty. Oh, this bead is gorgeous. It's just like I want to see about something in here. No, I don't. Never mind. Yeah, that turned out pretty. I lost some of the blue in there, but it still came out pretty. Some of the blue is still in there, but that's really, really pretty. Yeah, real pretty. I love it. You know what I want to see? I want to see this one. We're gonna put some nail polish on it. I want to see what it's gonna look like. Real quick. Oh, I gotta check my speaker. Okay. I will check my speaker. All right, there we go. That should fix the speaker. All right, let me take it off of my thing here. And you know, I'll put it on here and we'll clear coat this one on here. Or actually, you know what, let's do this. There we go. And that'll hold this one still on here. Sorry, I'm getting quiet, you guys. Just a second. I'm just focusing for a second. Oh, pretty. Check this out. See how pretty this looks? How pretty that looks now. Gorgeous. Really pretty. And I didn't even put the gold on the edges or anything. But I think that looks really, really pretty. Okay, so another thing I'm going to do before I go back to chat is I want to show you guys how I put the eyelets. It's really simple. Let me go to one where I just have eyelet on one side. Okay, here's the eyelet here, and I have one where I just put an eyelet on one side. Okay, on this bead, on this one here, I put the eyelet in right there, see? So what you do is you just I take the nail glue, and this nail glue is awesome. It's not even nail, it's super glue, and you can use it for your nails. I get it in the hardware section at Dollar Tree. That's how I glue my nails on. This stuff's awesome. But what I like to do is just go in the inside of this and just go around on the inside. Just a little bit. Take my eyelet and go in. Now, the reason this fits is I used this size. This is my fattest bead roller that I have, okay? And I use the fattest one. It's not too different than the skewer. Well, yeah, it is. Look, let me show you. The skewer is way smaller. So these eyelets wouldn't fit in there. So you kind of have to play around with what you're using. But if you get these that have like maybe 4 different sizes, so you can get a big fat one so that you can fit eyelets in it. Now, also, eyelets also come in different sizes, in different widths, okay? So it's a thing where you have to kind of play around to be able to get that eyelet in there, okay? Also, if you can't get an eyelet in there and you want that finish on there, you can always use your gold pen, right? Which I did it on some I didn't. You can always use your gold pen on that edge right here to kind of give you a nice finish. So I could do it on the eyelet, and I can also put the eyelet in, and I could also put a gold finish on the edge. Okay. And it really just fancies up your bead. It makes it really look like it's not even paper, like it's a wooden bead or it's a ceramic bead or something. And it gives it a little more weight too. Love it. Love it. All right, remember one of my favorite beads, this one here? Let's just see a second. This one here. Let's try putting an eyelet in there. Let me see if they fit in there. I'm sure they do. Yeah. So let's just put this eyelet in here just to finish this off because it just looks, I just want to see how it's going to look. So put your nail glue in there or your crazy glue. And this is called super glue. This is in the hardware section, not the beauty section where you get your nails. And even though you get this in the hardware section, this glue, it says it's for nails too, for fingernails. Pretty cool. Okay, so check it out. There's the ends on both. And then that's what the bead looks like. It just adds something to the bead. It just makes the bead look so much nicer. I love it. So there we go. And also, and I showed you guys how to paint beads up with your clear coating if you're going to use the clear nail polish. I'm trying to think of anything else I was going to say. There's another bead I just found. I love this one. Wait, real quick. This is actually one of my favorite ones because I love how I see that stamp right there, how I stamped that. How pretty that is. Oh, it looks so pretty to put the eyelets on there. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Love it. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover with this, and I think I did. The only thing I didn't do was cut up this magazine page, which I really wanted to do. But I'll make some of these and I'll show them to you next week. Now, this I want to share real quick, and then I'm going to go to chat. Next week, I want to do one more thing of beads, and I want to do these boho beads. And you can use these, are so cool. Look how cool these are. Look how big they are. These can be hung off of, you could make purse charms out of these for crochet and knit project bags. We could make these into charms to hang, purse charms to hang off our project bags, or you can hang them off purses. Look how cool these are. Look at this big old one. And this is like that fun fur that we all like, or that fun trim. That's what, and you put beads on the end. And these are all made out of straws. The base is a straw. So for these, if you want to make these next week with me, you need to get some paper straws, which I would use paper straws. I have my paper straws somewhere. Where the heck did I put them at? Oh, here they are. So get yourself some paper straws. They have these at Dollar Tree. I found these on an end cap. That's where I found these at. Okay, so I have a bunch of these. You'll need some straws. You will need some wire. Okay, because see, look how on both ends I have wire on here. See? You'll need wire, some wire, some straws. If you have some type of fun fur or any type of twine, any of that kind of stuff will work. Even, oh, strips of fabric. So if you have some fabric, just whatever, just have some strips of fabric. You can also wrap strips of fabric around this, okay? So wide, different strips of fabric, fun fur, cotton, probably even wrap yarn, especially textured yarn, but even yarn around them. And then there's this one. And also you need some beads. And if you have bead caps, that'll work too. If you don't have bead caps, that's fine. But get some regular beads. We're going to put those on the ends of this. It gives it more structure and more substantialness and just makes it prettier. So we're going to make these boho beads next week. Now these are more girly. I like them to make them girly like this, but then I also like to make them, of course, on the grungy side too. So get strips of fabric, straws, paper straws. If you have any fun fur, if you have any cotton yarn, if you have any yarn, it's just regular yarn you could probably wrap around here. And then some beads, wire, if you have some bead caps also. And then you can make these, okay? So that's what we have going on. Okay, let me read the chat and then we're gonna do the giveaway. Let me clear some things off here. So we have room for the giveaway. Okay, just cleaning myself up just a little bit so I can have room for the giveaway. Oh, also, let me clean up this glue that's in the corner over here. Because if not, this could be a mess. Okay, that should be good there. All right, now we got ourselves some room for the giveaway. All right, let me read and see what you guys are saying real quick. Thank you, Margaret G. Margaret G said, great project this week. Hey, Mama J, welcome in, sweetie, welcome in. Yes, Zero says, oh, I love fairy beads. Let's call them fairy beads instead of boho beads, because these are more like fairy beads, these ones. And then the other ones, when I make them more grungy, will be like boho beads. Deanna says, awesome beads. Thank you, sweetie. Thanks, Rita Pacheco. Bonnie says, looks like a pokey tool, except for you use a turkey skewer. You know what? These would be that would be cool to make these with that pokey tool. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, the other thing you're going to need next week are these toothpicks. And I'll explain why you need toothpicks, but you need toothpicks too. So have those too. Oops. All right, let me keep going here. Yeah, Dollar Tree does have paper straws in pink. They have them in pink. They have them in gold. They have some real pretty ones. But I'm covering them up, so, but anyway. Mitzi says she's looking forward to the boho. Thank you. And like I said, these are more like fairy ones. And then I'm going to make up some boho ones this week. So I'll have some samples of the bohos. So we'll make some fairy ones and we'll make some boho ones. We'll make both. Elizabeth says, Angie, gorgeous. You're welcome, sweetie. All right, thank you. Okay, Simply Annie, welcome in. She says, that's beautiful. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Sandy, welcome in. Hey, Spring, the fiber enthusiast. Welcome in, sweetie. So good to see you. And she says, very pretty. Thank you. Bye, Pamela's World. If I didn't miss you already. Thanks for coming, sweetie. Hey, Gwyneth Jackson, welcome in. Okay. Okay. Hey, Sandy, Bella, welcome in. She says, now we need to make tassels with fancy yarns for beads. Junk journals can be lifted up with beads. Yes, you know what? Tassels are something else I want to make, so maybe we'll make that next. Because the tassels would be fabulous. You can hang tassels from anything. Again, on our project bags, you can hang tassels. On our purses, you can hang the tassels. If you make a purse, if you knit or crochet a purse, you can add tassels on there. How cool would that be on the strap? Fabulous. You can also use these beads or the tassels or the boho beads or the fairy beads and hang them off your journals, off your junk journals or your art journals. Tank says, nailed it. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I've seen that E6000. I just bought some and it came with that precision tip, Bonnie. That is pretty cool. Thank you, Rita Pacheco. Oh, Sandy, it's okay. You're never late, honey. I'm glad you made it. I know, Pamela. Pamela's World, that stupid shadow. I know. That's what it was. And since I opened the window, I got rid of that stupid shadow. Yeah, everyone's saying much better. It was, like I said, I guess the shadow bouncing off of me. David said she likes the blue and that one bead. Yes. Missy goes, opening the window and the eclipse is gone. Thank you, Maribel. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Rita Pacheco. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth Alquist says she's going to do her beads out of dyed paper. Sounds beautiful. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Pamela's World. Thank you, Ciro. She says that ink paper is going to be gorgeous. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. Okay, I think I got to everybody here. Just reading the chat here. I think I got to everybody in the chat. Okay. Okay, so if I miss a question or anything, you guys just put it in caps. Oh, yes, and thank you, Aisha, for asking anybody who wants their link drop. Anybody wants their link drop while we're doing the giveaway, hit CC. Let me show you what we're going to do for the giveaway today. Just a second. That was so crazy about the light, because you guys, you don't understand. I have all kinds of lights going on right here. I have two major lights. One light is shining right on here, and then I have another one above it shining here. Why there was a shadow, I have no idea. And then I open the window and that solves the problem. Jeez. What the heck? All right, let me get the giveaway stuff real quick. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I gather the giveaway stuff. All right, you guys, I'm back. I got the giveaway stuff. Also, anybody who's won from me last week, everything's going out on Monday, including today. Whoever wins this today, it's going out Monday. Okay. I got myself a little behind, but I'm getting caught up. And also, if you've made comment to me and I haven't got back with you in comments on here on YouTube, I've been getting back to all my comments also. I just got myself behind, so I'm almost caught up with comments also. So just want to let you guys know about that, because I appreciate you guys making comments. So I try to make sure I answer everybody's comment here on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to give away these. Aren't these fabulous? You guys, get these in your life. They have them at Dollar Tree right now. If you can get a hold of these are fabulous. Look at this dragonfly and the beautiful flowers. And then they have some sayings. You are an inspiration for a true friend. May good things grow all year long. Thank you for your kindness. Isn't that fabulous? Look at that. Those dragonflies. Oh, and then the flowers. This is one of my favorite ones. Okay, so I'm giving away the stamps and then a journal. So you can choose this one, which is the sheep, the great hair fairy. Now these are my own personal ones. I will make you a fresh one. Okay, the gray hair fairy, or any of these prints right here, I will make into one of these journals. Okay, so you just choose the print. Rainbow girl, pink fairy, or green fairy. It's kind of a fairy, it's kind of a mermaid, kind of both. I don't know if I ever even showed this one before. I don't know. Okay, so this is everything for today. Let me put oh, we have 2 donations. Spring made 2. Oh, Spring, thank you so much, you little sweetie. We're gonna celebrate you right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, wonderful, you guys. Tank, I like to crochet, just said Spring needs a few helpers to get to 1,500. So you guys, Spring, put CC if you haven't in the chat, so we can, so that the moderators can put your channel down and we can all join. Anybody who hasn't joined Spring's channel. Spring is so talented, you guys. She's such a sweet person. I absolutely adore her. I have been on her lives quite a few times, spinning with her. I absolutely adore her. If you haven't joined Spring, the fiber enthusiast, join her channel, you guys. And Spring, put CC so we can, so anybody who hasn't joined can join your channel. Okay, I see Dark Sky did it already. Wonderful. Also, I'm going to put art in the chat, and then everyone put art in, and I hit go. So everybody write the word art, go. And while that's happening, we're going to celebrate Spring twice. So I think it was, she did $2 twice. Is that what they said? 2 donations of $1.99 each. Okay, very good. Thank you, Spring, you little sweetie. Thank you so much. So I got you in here 4 times. And let me, where's my thing at? Let's celebrate Spring. Thank you, sweetie. Hopefully, come on. All right, here we go. Hopefully this is going to work now. Okay, and one more time for Spring. Thank you, Spring. We got you in here 4 times. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So sweet of you. Woohoo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we're going to put you, and it's all going in the bucket. Dark Sky or Aisha, you guys, did I get everybody? Did I get all the super chats? Let me know if I didn't get everybody. Also, while everyone's still putting the word art in, if you came a little bit later to this channel, I go live every Sunday, 2:00 p.m. Pacific. It's called Angie's Art Party. I'm usually doing some type of mixed media. We've been making beads, and I'm so excited. Next week, it's fairy beads and boho beads. And I will make another video, because like once I get everything set up and I get all my stuff out and I'm making stuff, then I have all my supplies in front of me, and I'll go through and do another video again before that. I'll try to do a video a couple days before. I just thought of this idea last night in my sleep to make that supply list and make a video about it. But I'll do a supply list video sometime this week, so be looking for that. It'll pop up on your it'll pop up in your chat scrolly thing or whatever, however you things pop up. And I'll give you the list of stuff. I pretty much told you today what you need. And it's pretty basic, like how you make beads is always pretty basic. So, okay. And then I go live also every Friday. It's called Angie's Yarn Party. It's 11:00 a.m. Pacific time. No, not 11 o'clock. It's Angie's Yarn Party. It's 10:00 a.m. Pacific time. From 10 to 11, we're doing herb knowledge. And then from 11 to about 12:30, 12:45 is knit and crochet time. Okay. And we've been making flowers, and we're making flowers because when I was with the Yarny Fiber Sisters, we were doing a flower project where I was doing fabric flowers and they were doing knit crochet flowers. And then they're flowers that you can put them on if you make a purse, if you make a project bag, if you're making dresses, jackets, and you want to put a flower on there, you can make yourself a bunch of flowers and have those ready to go. So I'm going to show you another way to make flowers, okay, for our crochet and knit projects. Okay, and you can use for any other thing too. All right, let me see. Okay, so Aisha says, and a few other people are saying 19. Awesome. Oh, I love you, C Rose. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, I'm good, Dark Sky. Thank you. Okay, and then you guys are saying, Aisha's saying, and quite a few people saying we have 19. Okay, so just a second. Let me ask my Alexa to choose a number between 1 and 19. So hold the house down. Let me ask my Alexa. I'll be right back. Okay, that was simple. Alexa chose the number 3. So, oh, and really quickly before I count, it's whatever is on my iPad, because my iPad is different than yours. Also, if someone international wins, you can get any of these like this as printables, and I'll show you how to print them off really nicely so you can have some prints of my artwork. Also, you can get like 15 or 20 printables of like my GELLI prints that I have in my Etsy shop, and print those off for free also. And I'll give you all the information of how to do that if an international winner wins. Okay. Okay. So I said number 3. It's the third person. So let me count up. For one, let me write 3 down so I don't forget. All right. So let me go back up here where I started. God, we got a lot of people in here today. All right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Margaret G, you're the winner. Congratulations. Woohoo! All right, Margaret G. Margaret G's the winner. So Margaret G, let me know. You automatically get the stamps, okay? But let me know which journal you want. Do you want the sheep, rainbow fairy, gray hair fairy, green mermaid fairy, pink fairy, or a gray hair fairy, which I think I already showed you that once. Yeah, I did. What am I doing? She's right here. So let me know which one you want. And like I said, these are all prints that'll be made into a journal for you. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying here. Pink fairy. All right, so this will be turned into a journal for you, okay? So you have that and you have the stamps. So there you go. You're all set, sweetie. And you don't really put your name on here. So let me put pink fairy down just in case things get mixed up. Oh, also, Margaret G, I need you to, here's my banner. I need you to contact me at my Etsy shop. There's my Etsy shop going down the bottom of there. And I need your real name, your YouTube name, and your address. And contact me at my Etsy shop. It's the best way to get a hold of me. And that's why I do that. So, and it's going across the bottom right now. Oh, thank you, Aisha. Aisha also went ahead, and so did Dark Sky, put my Etsy shop in the chat. Thanks, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you, Simply Annie. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's anything else anybody wants to say. Okay, Margaret G, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. You guys, thank you so much for showing up for me. Thank you for showing up for each other. And also, thank you so much to all my moderators. You guys are the bomb. I adore you guys. I love you guys. You help me out so much every week. Thank you. And thank you guys, the moderators, for what you guys do for the Yarny community and just the community period. You guys are always jumping in and helping. I really appreciate it. All right, you guys, that is it. I will see you guys next Sunday. We will be doing boho beads, fairy beads, and I'll make another video and give you guys a little supply list if you want to work along. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.